key to a happy life is a happy girl and some shitty ass fanfiction. Hello lovelies, I'm Bray and welcome back to Fanfiction Monday. I know it's been 2 weeks now, but shit happened. Anyways, so this actually got recommended to me by one of you lovelies, and it is called The Serpent Inside, a Karmagisa fanfiction. So, hope you all enjoy this because I know I will. I don't know what this is. I actually have not read it whatsoever. When it comes to or lovely requested stories, I don't give a shit if they're good or bad. I prefer they be bad, but I don't give a fuck. So I just read them because I love you all. And I appreciate you actually taking out half of my work for me, which is finding the fanfiction. So, fuck it. So, that being said, let us just get into it. Arc 1. Nagita Shiota. A normal boy, it'd seem, that is until you look past the innocent appearance and convincing smiles. Look past that and you'd find a natural-born killer and a broken child crying out for help. Karma Akabane. Violence seemingly in his blood. You'd see a strong one on the outside. Look past his lazy smirks and sadism, and you'd find a boy who's trying to keep himself together even after years of constant guilt and regret. Well, that didn't seem like an arc, but whatever. Chapter 1, Class 1, D1. Third person point of view. Now where could he have run off to, Nagisa? Hey, Nagisa! Karma called out to the restaurant. Slash. Karma felt a knife go through his abdomen. He whipped around to see Nagisa smiling happily at him, his finger extended from poking the redhead to alert him of his presence. I'm right here. Don't you see me? Nagisa asked, smiling innocently. You're just so small I couldn't see you. Karma teased, hiding his unease. I will find out what is inside you, Shiota Nagisa. I will find it and tear it to shreds. Then you can go back to the innocent Nagisa-kun I know. Karma swore to himself right then and there. Small time skip. Bye, Karma-kun. Nagisa waved as he and Karma parted ways. Bye, Nagisa-kun. Karma muttered as the brunette drifted out of his view. Karma started his walk home, his mind still focused on what had happened not long ago. I still can't grasp what Nagisa-kun did to me. What was that? Karma yelled in his mind. He approached the steps to his large home and went inside, going straight to his room and flinging his bag on the floor. He's never been like that. He's not some killer. He's just a kid that, for some reason, isn't spooked by my violence. Karma began talking to himself. Why isn't he afraid of me? He's the only one! Karma shouted to nobody. He's not afraid because deep down he's the same as you. Karma whipped around, looking for the voice. His search was unsuccessful, but it got him thinking. What if he's like me? No, impossible. Nagisa's Nagisa. He's an innocent bunny, right? Karma thought back to his small friend. He seemed so innocent, but even before that day, Karma had always been on guard. He had always felt like whenever Nagisa was around, his life was in danger. It's like you could kill me in my sleep at any moment. Karma mused to himself before flopping on the bed, letting the fearful sleep overtake him. Well, fuck. I mean, yeah, Nagisa's fucking terrifying as shit, but god damn, Karma, you're still the strongest in the class. Nagisa is only relying on one trick, the stab trick, alright? He doesn't have a whole arsenal. He just kind of sneaks up on people, collapses at them, and then stabs them. Alright? He's not the worst of all of y'all. Though I do wish he actually did become an assassin instead of a teacher. Which, sorry, spoilers. My bad. Next day. Hey, Karma-kun! Nagisa called out, poking Karma's chest. Once again, Karma felt like he had been stabbed. Nagisa-kun, hey. Karma stuttered, trying to act casual. Nagisa knew something was up, but he decided to let it go. I was wondering if you'd like to hang out this weekend. Nagisa smiled, getting to the point. This weekend? Karma mused. Why? Tell me you have something going on. Stay away from him. Karma's mind roared at him. Sorry, my family is coming back for the weekend. I haven't seen them in a while, you know? Maybe next time. Karma lied as left as fast as he could. Karma's thoughts were all jumbled up. From there, Karma lied 4 times out of 5 every time Nagisa wanted to hang out, and eventually Nagisa left. He realized Karma didn't want to hang out with a nobody like him anymore, so he let the great and powerful Akabane Karma take the whole stage once more. Nagisa sighed, going back to his hell of a home. What is this, Nagisa? You're failing all your classes now! Shiota Hiromi roared as her son came home from school. Yeah, because you're too busy making me cross-dress so I can't study. Nagisa thought bitterly, clenching his teeth. I'm sorry, Mom, I'll study harder, Nagisa lied. Don't you know what I thought for you? I lived through hell, so you can go to a private school, and how do you repay me? By disobeying me and failing all your classes! Hiromi screamed, slapping Nagisa. This fucking bitch. I'm gonna fight her. Fuck this. Sorry, stuttered Nagisa. Go to your room, you little brat, Hiromi ordered, and Nagisa obeyed. Next week, he'd be with his dad, and he didn't know if the constant training would be better or worse than his mother. After all, training to be an assassin wasn't easy, and it wasn't like Nagisa had a choice anyways. After his dad left his mom, he decided that he wouldn't let Nagisa be a normal kid. No, he wanted an assassin for his son, and it was tearing the blue-headed Shiota up inside. Wait, what? Wait, I thought Nagisa's parents were actually still together in the anime. And even so, I didn't realize, I didn't think that Nagisa's dad was also an assassin. Nagisa's being trained by, Kuro-sensei. You know, fucking, I almost said pink. Yellow-ass tentacle monster octopus piece of shit. That's who was training him. Not his parents. Arthur-chan, did you actually watch the anime, or did you see, Karma and Nagisa and were like, these two bitches, I ship them? Read a quick synopsis and we're like, I'm gonna write this shit. Because it looks like that. But it's alright, because so far it's not terrible. Chapter 2, 3E. Third person point of view. Now you're going to class E? I can't believe you! Hiromi hadn't ever been as mad as she was now. Nagisa stayed silent. He was just one word away from letting the serpent he hid out. One word away from killing the monster of a mother in front of him. Go to your room, you disgrace! Nagisa ran upstairs as fast as he could, knowing that if he stayed, he'd end up drenched in blood. Why did it have to be me? Time skip! Class, please welcome our newest student, Shiota Nagisa-chan. The teacher, Yukimura Aguri, introduced Nagisa. I'm sorry to correct you, Yukimura-sensei, but I'm a boy. Nagisa corrected. Oh, I'm sorry, Shiota-kun. Yukimura was flustered. Nagisa laughed a little bit. It's fine, Yukimura-sensei, and please, call me Nagisa. If my parents ever get back together and I go back to using my father's last name, I don't want anything to be awkward. Nagisa smiled. Alright then, Nagisa-kun, why don't you take a seat there? Yukimura pointed to a seat one away from the window. Hi, sensei. Nagisa took the seat by the window and the class started. Thanks for being a fucking weeb. A few weeks later. Does anyone know where Yukimura-sensei is? Isogai asked the class. A chorus of no's and not shorts, along with some shaking of heads, floated around the class. Hello, minasan! From today onward, I'll be a new teacher. A giant yellow octopus introduced himself as he came into the class. What? Nagisa asked himself. Same. A few workers from the government came in and delivered a short speech. All in all, the class 3E had been expected to become assassins and kill the yellow blob that would become their teacher. Great, I even have to be an assassin at school now, and I'm going to have to pretend I'm bad at it too, Nagisa complained in his mind. Bitch! We all know it's a lie. If you watch the anime, we all know that's a fucking lie. Time skip! One of ministry officials that had introduced their teacher, who had now been named Kuro-sensei, had become their new gym teacher. The class has been told to work in pairs, trying to stab and evade their partner. At the end of the lesson, Nagisa and Sugino had been chatting as they got some water before a familiar figure approached the class. Hey, Nagisa-kun, Karma stated. Karma-kun, you're back, Nagisa muttered. Oh, you must be Kuro-sensei, Karma said, brushing past Nagisa. Nagisa felt a bit hurt. Even after 2 years, Karma still wanted that golden stage all to himself. Maybe he even forgot about the bond the two of them used to share. Ah, you must be Karma. Nice to meet you. But being late is a no-no. Kuro-sensei chided, his face turning purple. Sorry, I guess I'm still not used to the swing of things. Karma laughed before extending his hand for Kuro-sensei to shake. I didn't expect to be excited. Kuro-sensei was cut off by Karma squeezing his hand slightly and exploding Kuro-sensei's hand. Quickly, Karma flung out his knife and swiped at Kuro-sensei, who sped to the other side of the field. He's the first one to inflict damage on Kuro-sensei, Nagisa noted in his mind. He wasn't all that surprised. Karma was violent, had a knack for it as well. Looks like we'll be fighting for this new stage, Karma-kun, the stage of assassination. Nagisa inwardly smirked to himself as he wondered how this new game would play out. Nagisa-kun, just who is Karma-kun? Sugino, an old friend of Nagisa's, asked. He and I were good friends in our first year. He's violent and knows a lot about it too. When it comes to fighting, he's got most of us beat. Nagisa chose his words carefully. Most of us? Sugino caught the odd choice of words. Nagisa simply chuckled and walked back inside, leaving the basketball player confused. Karma looked over to the small blue net as the small team walked inside. Finally, I can find out what's inside you, Nagisa-kun. It's got something to do with this class. I just know it. Karma thought to himself as he frowned a little bit. Shoto Nagisa, I will not let you go this time. Let's read one more chapter. Fuck it, I'm actually enjoying this. This actually is not bad. Whoever recommended to me, thank you. I honestly wish I could remember who recommended it to me, but I fucking can't to save my life. So, whoever you are, thank you for something that's not garbage. I'm glad you all want me to read something that's not garbage for once, because that makes me feel happy in the inside that you guys don't want me to suffer all the time. Only slightly. Chapter 3, The Injection. Third point of view. Hey, Nagisa-kun! Kiano called to a blue-haired friend. Hi, Kiano-chan. Did you need something? Nagisa asked, looking the girl over to make sure she wasn't hurt or anything. I just wanted to ask you about Karma-kun. You seem to know him, Kiano noted. We were friends back in first year, Nagisa said blatantly. So, what happened? You all seem to be friends now, are you? Kiano questioned. We aren't really friends anymore. As for why, I don't know. Guess he just was done sharing the stage with a nobody like me. Nagisa said, his tone a mix of sadness and bitterness. Kiano's face morphed into a frown. She didn't like seeing Nagito like this. It was obvious something more happened in their first year, and she planned to find out. Alright then, I'll see you tomorrow, Nagisa-kun, Kiano said before she ran away. Bye, Kiano-chan, Nagisa muttered as he watched his friend run away. He was sad she left so soon. He wanted any excuse to stay away from home. Nagisa sighed a little bit and kept walking. He was with his dad starting today. He was only with his dad for 3 days, but 3 days was still 3 days of constant training and the temptation to kill. Every day he was there, he knew his dad would bring him down to the basement and offer a man to him, giving Nagisa both a knife and a gun, telling him that he had a choice between the two weapons. Nagisa was allowed to refuse, but every time he knew that he wanted to take the man's life, it would be so easy to simply slide the blade across his neck or to pull the trigger, but Nagisa knew that once he did that, he wouldn't be able to go back. He'd be taken out of school, his death would be staged, and he'd be expected to become a full-fledged assassin. Still not part of the manga, or the anime, but fuck it. I don't give a shit right now. Nagisa broke from his thoughts and got on his train, taking a few stops that he needed to get to the one closest to his father's, slightly larger than average home. Nagisa made it there and knocked before entering. Oto-san, I'm here, Nagisa called into the house. Soon after, a middle-aged man came down the stairs to see his son. Nagisa, good to see you. Come down to the training room, Nagisa's father, Sadako, responded strictly. Nagisa nodded obediently and set down his bag before following Sadako down to the training room, which was hidden under the house. Sadako motioned for Nagisa to go into a room and change into a better outfit for sparring and the likes. Nagisa did so and came out wearing a black shirt and pants, which were lightweight and made Nagisa slightly hard to see, but his bright blue hair negated this effect. Sadako looked over his son in slight disgust. You're still small. Doesn't your mother feed you, boy? He spat. Nagisa nodded. Uka-san does feed me. She just has me on a diet, Nagisa answered honestly. Sadako huffed in annoyance. You're as thin as a twig. Why does she think you need a diet? No matter. Come here, Sadako ordered. Nagisa shyly walked up to his father. I'm going to test you something for my new clients, Sadako stated as he pushed Nagisa into a chair and tied him up in lightning speed. Excuse me, what? That's kinky as fuck and I don't like it. That's like incest. What? Nagisa exclaimed as he struggled against the ropes binding him. Stop struggling, this will only hurt more, Sadako yelled as he held Nagisa's head still and grabbed a syringe filled with crimson red liquid. What the fuck? Nagisa tried to move away from the vial, but his attempts were in vain as his father plunged the syringe into his neck and emptied its contents into the teen's bloodstream. It felt like fire. Every inch of Nagisa felt like it was being pierced and stabbed over and over. Every ragged breath he took burned as if he was inhaling lava down his throat and into his lungs. Every heartbeat pounded like a steel drum as Nagisa tried to stay conscious. His eyes felt heavy, as if each eyelash had been tied to a 5-pound weight. Nagisa could feel himself screaming, but he couldn't hear it. All he could hear was the pounding of his chest and the pulsing of the serum inside his blood. He could tell he was screaming from the sandpaper-like sensation that pulsed in his throat as his voice pushed itself out of his mouth. Soon enough, Nagisa fell into darkness. Well, fuck. Too bad we don't have any more time today for fanfiction reading. I guess you guys will have to read this for yourself, which is going to be in the description down below. So yeah, that has been The Serpent Inside. That's actually not a bad fanfiction. I'm very happy for the person that recommended it to me, which again, sorry that I forgot your name. I promise in the future I'll make a note of who sends me fanfictions, just because, you know, I want to be able to credit you in the future. But I'm sorry for this one. Please forgive me, fam. But yeah, so this has been The Serpent Inside. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, check out my other videos regarding me fanfiction, whether it's a fanfiction or a fandom. I'm always looking for more stories to read. Don't forget to check out this fanfiction in the description down below. And don't forget to stay mythful. I'll see you all next time. Goodbye, my lovelies.